Hi, my name's John Pefley. I'm an attorney, and I've been a CSA for, I was thinking about a little over 11 years, I believe. I originally joined CSA with the idea of getting an education and helping seniors on senior issues because I began as an elder law attorney, and ultimately made a decision to go into the corporate side of the world and work in the employee benefits world. The reason that I was hired into the corporate benefits side of the world was to create an elder care division, which would address all the issues of the elderly, not just legal issues, but geriatric issues and financial issues, because the big question, of course, is how are we going to pay for all of these services? And what has been very intriguing with the current conference I'm attending is the degree to which the Society of Certified Senior Advisors has expanded to bring its scope of membership to bring in all kinds of other walks of life and specialty and expertise, deeper into healthcare planning, deeper into facilities planning, deeper into planning to begin with, which is what's really lacking for families as they have to deal with senior care issues. Along the way, I became the chairman of the board of society, or sorry, the board of standards for, I became chairman of the board of standards a few years ago. I served on the board as a member, and then at some point there was a transition, and it's been probably one of the greatest experiences for me to see the degree to which the board of standards takes very, very seriously the CSA designation and its importance in the marketplace and in helping others, but especially any individual who abuses or takes advantage of that CSA designation is going to be dealt with. Let's stop. The importance of protecting the CSA designation is so critical because as it grows as an education and credentialing body, those people who hold that designation want to know that it means something in the community, in the marketplace, but most importantly to the individual members and their families. Therefore, the flip side of that coin is those individuals who become a CSA and take advantage of that designation and use it in any way that's inappropriate to the rules and standards and professional conduct of the CSA society will lose that licensing right. I began the whole process of building out the elder division, which ultimately I realized, you know, this is not about elder, it's about disability. Everything we're dealing with has to do with people being disabled, regardless of age. And I think we have a tendency to get too hung up on the term elder care or elder needs and senior, as opposed to saying, you know what? You can be a 22-year-old victim of an automobile accident, be in a nursing facility, or what facility should that person go into for the rest of your life. And you need a CSA at that point in someone's life as much as when someone gets older and needs to be talking about advanced care facilities, nursing homes, and so forth. I've found it to have made a remarkable change in my relationship with my family after I went through the educational process. I was actually the last one to leave the room for taking the exam. It was that intense, and I hadn't taken an exam at my age in quite a long time, and I was afraid I was going to fail the doggone thing. I did pass it, fortunately, because I had a CEO I had to report to that I didn't waste a few days of time and travel to go become a CSA. But ultimately, I went back to the office, had 2 other employees who were on the financial side of life become CSAs so that they could act as true fiduciaries in the services that they render to their elderly clients or their disabled clients. And back to my parents, I just looked at them with a whole different eye and a different sense of love and respect because of what I had learned they were going through the educational process. We put on cloudy glasses and we wore gloves to try to pick things up. It was really a mind-expanding experience. So I'm very proud to be here essentially 11 and a half years later, still a CSA, feeling somewhat a part of the beginning of the organization. I'm very excited about professional testing and where they are taking the organization in terms of education and credentialing and making it the premier designation in the United States of America in dealing with senior care issues and disability care issues. And I think that's about all I have for right now.